Lurking beneath the surface in the depths of the sea are some of the world's strangest looking animals. Here are the top 10 weirdest sea creatures. Number 10. The Stargazer. Despite its lovely name, the stargazer is anything but lovely. The stargazer, a perciform fish, has eyes on the top of its head and spends its days buried in the ocean floor. Known for its unique way of hunting, the stargazer disguises itself by digging into the sand, leaving only its eyes and mouth visible. This allows it to strike unseen, ultimately sucking unknowing prey into its large mouth. And to add insult to injury, the stargazer is poisonous, with 2 large venomous spines. It can also deliver an electric shock to its enemies, and if its camouflage method is not successful, it also has a worm-shaped lure in its mouth that it can use to wiggle around to entice its prey. Ranging in size from 18 to 90 centimeters, this odd and horrid-looking fish is found both in the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. And due to its vicious hunting methods, the stargazer is said to be one of the meanest creatures of the sea. Number 9. The Goblin Shark. The goblin shark is a very rare shark that lives in very deep waters. It has been called a living fossil, and is the only living family member of the 125-million-year-old family Mitsukurinidae. Known for its large nose, the goblin shark can grow 3 to 4 meters long, on average. Its weird appearance is mostly attributed to its long nose, which is covered in sensors to pick up the electric fields of nearby sea creatures. Goblin sharks appear pink, as their skin is semi-translucent and reveals the blood vessels underneath. Unlike other sharks, though, goblin sharks have a flabby body with very small fins. This makes them slow swimmers. Because they are slow swimmers, goblin sharks rely on their flexible jaws. Their jaws can spring forward to catch prey, and similar to most sharks, goblin sharks have sharp nail-like teeth. They are found in all 3 oceans, however, due to their love of the deep, deep sea, they are fairly elusive and rare. Number 8. The Dumbo Octopus. Aptly named for its elephant ear-like fins, the Dumbo octopus is a peculiar-looking octopus. Relatively small for an octopus, the Dumbo octopus is only about 8 inches in length, and likes to frequent very deep waters. It can be found at depths of 400 meters deep, making it the deepest dwelling octopus on Earth. It has 8 legs, but unlike other octopi, the Dumbo octopus's legs are webbed. This webbing, along with its large elephant ear fins, help it to swim. It also has the ability to camouflage itself, but it is unique as the only octopus that does not have an ink sac. Because the Dumbo octopus lives in such deep waters, there is actually little known about this odd-looking large ear-finned octopus. Number 7. The Red-Lipped Batfish. Found only in waters near the Galapagos Islands, the red-lipped batfish likes to lurk on the edges of the coral reefs. Named in part for its bat-like appearance, this fish is mostly known for its bright red lips. However, the red-lipped batfish has a number of other unusual features. It has an elysium on the top of its head, which it uses for hunting. On the other end of the elysium is a bright light, which a red-lipped batfish uses to attract and lure prey. The body is covered in smooth, greenish scales, and it can grow up to 20 centimeters long. It also has an unusual morphology. Unlike other saltwater fish, the red-lipped batfish is not a strong swimmer. It uses its pectoral and pelvic fins to walk or propel itself along the bottom of the sea, making it not just strange in appearance, but also strange in the way that it moves. Number 6. The Squidworm. This weird-looking sea creature is covered in a thin gelatinous coating. This coating is found all along the outside of its body, and is semi-transparent, giving the squidworm a glowing effect. It grows on average 9 to 10 centimeters long, and has 4 pairs of gills. Furthermore, it has 10 appendages that stick out from various places on its body, giving it a weirdly science fiction-like appearance. These appendages are approximately the same length as its body, and it uses 2 of these appendages to eat with. The other 8 appendages are actually part of the squidworm's respiratory and sensory systems. The squidworm has nuchal organs, which are strange-looking feather-like things that grow out of its head. Its nuchal organs are used to analyze the chemical signals in the waters. It eats what is known as marine snow, which is essentially the organic materials and plant pieces that float down from above. Number 5. The giant hatchetfish. Lurking at depths of 50 meters, the giant hatchetfish is an odd, scary-looking fish that lives in the tropical seas. As a bottom dweller, its eyes point upward so that it can see both its prey and predators descending from above. The blade that runs along the bottom of its body resembles the blade of a hatchet, hence its name. The giant hatchetfish has bioluminescent organs that allow it to glow brightly in the deep, dark waters of the sea. The light that is created by its bioluminescent organs is a camouflage technique, as the light allows the hatchetfish to blend in with the rays of light that shine down from above. This renders the hatchetfish virtually invisible to predators. Growing to 5 inches long, it's not really a giant, as its name suggests, and it also has a very short lifespan. Most giant hatchetfish live for only about a year. Number 4. The leafy sea dragon. Also known as Glavert's dragon, the leafy sea dragon resembles floating seaweed as it moves along the water. Reaching an average length of 20 to 24 centimeters, this ethereal-looking creature is covered in long, leaf-like protrusions. These protrusions not only help the leafy sea dragon swim, but they also help it to camouflage. The leaf-like appendages can change color when needed to blend in with the surroundings. The leafy sea dragon is a solitary creature, preferring to live alone and frequents the waters of the southern and western coasts of Australia. It does, however, have both pectoral and dorsal fins, but they are very transparent and almost invisible. Its curious appearance has caught the attention of breeders. However, although attempted, the leafy sea dragon has never been bred successfully in captivity. Number 3. The clown frogfish. Found in the center of the Indian Ocean and the western part of the Pacific Ocean, the clown frogfish, also known as the warty clownfish, is both strange and beautiful. It has the ability to change its colors, although the change can take weeks to occur. Its colors can range from pink, to yellow, to cream, to red, and to brown. It can even change itself to completely white if needed. The clown frogfish lives in coral reefs, where it blends in well with its surroundings. It has soft skin, covered in wart-like shapes, and its average size is around 15 centimeters. Don't be fooled by its whimsical appearance, though. The clown frogfish is a fierce carnivore and very successful predator. Armed with an oversized mouth, the clown frogfish can swallow prey as large as itself. Number 2. The anglerfish. With its saggy body and fleshy growths on its head, the anglerfish can be found in waters all over the world, but mostly lives in the Atlantic and Antarctic oceans. Its frightful appearance is attributed to its oversized head, but it has several other frightful attributes. Its spine has the ability to grow like its own growing flesh, and its mouth is lined with long, semi-translucent teeth. Named for the protruding piece of dorsal spine above its mouth, the anglerfish uses this terrifying appendage to fish for food. This useful feature, however, is only present in females. Furthermore, it has very flexible bones, and can widely distend both of its jaws and its stomach, allowing it to swallow prey twice as large as itself. Growing to upwards of 3 feet, another frightful feature of the anglerfish is that the female essentially absorbs the male while mating. The male attaches himself to the female with his teeth, and over time becomes physically fused to her. The male loses all of his internal organs, and his eyes, and becomes part of her bloodstream. Therefore, the majority of the freaky anglerfish we see are female. Number 1. The blobfish. The top spot on our list of top 10 weird sea creatures goes to a creature that is part fish and part mass of blobby gelatinous goo. The blobfish, native to Australia and New Zealand, lives along the bottom of the ocean at depths of 3,000 feet. It also lived there for so long that its skin has almost become as dense as water. Having no bones or teeth, the blobfish feeds by simply floating along the ocean floor and sucking food into its mouth. The blobfish also lacks muscle strength and the swim bladder, which is an air sac that allows regular fish to regulate their buoyancy. Its name comes from its blob-like appearance. However, researchers believe that while in its natural setting, the blobfish doesn't quite look so blob-like. When the blobfish is brought to the surface, it actually loses density bit by bit. so by the time it reaches the surface, the blobfish actually appears more gelatinous than it does in its natural depth. Nonetheless, the glob-like appearance of this strange creature claimed it the title of the world's ugliest animal in 2013. Thanks for watching, and check out our previous video on rare albino animals, and remember to subscribe for more.